The render burning mechanism just went live, but what does this mean for render token holders and for the render price in the future? Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. My name is Doug. In today's video I'm gonna explain to you everything you need to know about the render burning mechanism. So I'm not gonna talk too much and get straight into the point of this video. So before I give you all the details of the render network burning mechanism, which is now live on Solana, I'm gonna explain to you guys what this burning mechanism actually means. So basically, on the customer side, there will be someone who needs GPU power or rendering power. So they have two options. They can pay with render tokens, which will be immediately burned, or they can pay with fiat. This fiat money will be used to buy render token of exchanges and burn them. So the first question I always get, Doc, are my tokens safe? Will they get burned? No. Your tokens are always safe. They won't get burned. It's always bought of exchanges and then burned. So the tokens you hold yourself will never be touched to be burned. So the second thing, of course, there has to be a reward for the people who deploy their GPU on the render network to be used by the customer, which we call the product creators, or for render, the node operators. So they will be paid by a fixed amount of tokens each epoch, and this is actually now explained in the latest news. So this minting is what we call the render emission. Of course we have burnage, but there has to be a reward for the people who provide their GPU power on the network. So initially each epoch is basically when the minted tokens are sent to the node operators, will be a period of 7 days before moving to each 24 hours. So actually you can see that in the first year, on a monthly base, there will be 190,000 tokens sent to node operators. So a lot of people are questioning, well, it's a fixed amount. What if the network's usage is gonna be a lot more? Then node operators aren't gonna make as much money and are not really into the network anymore. So there's a lot of questions coming from that, but we have data, of course. So basically we have this data on June, which actually shows you the monthly rewards in USD for node operators. As we can see, the $500,000 mark hasn't been crossed a lot. It has been crossed in like October by a bit. In November, we had the best month of almost 900,000, but of course, December, it's looking like it's gonna end at 700,000. So knowing that the render price is currently $4.54, we know that this 190,000 will actually generate more money for the node operators. And I'm pretty sure that the price of render will go up faster in 2024 and 2025 because it's a bull run than the usage on the network. After that, I expect the usage to go up faster and the price to go up with the burning. So another really interesting thing we're seeing here is liquidity providers. Basically, people who provide liquidity for render will be rewarded because render needs some liquidity to get render to be burned. But the fully details about this are coming soon, and of course I will inform you guys when it's live. And as you can see, it's only in the early months that they will be rewarded. After that, they won't be rewarded anymore because render will have enough money or render to be burned in the upcoming years. So two other interesting things I read in this article was that the upgrade allows rendering and AI jobs to be paid on-chain in render on Solana. The thing that made me bullish the most is that they were talking about AI jobs. So no, Render hasn't done AI jobs yet, but they're actually making a compute client which will allow the network to be used for AI jobs. So because they're using the word AI already, they're pretty sure it's gonna be launched soon. The other interesting thing is them saying that by employing this model, Render Networks aims to provide an ideal balance between supply, demand and infrastructure in GPU processing. So what they're basically saying is this model will optimize the Render network for future GPU processing. So of course we now talked about how the burning mechanism worked, but what is actually the true potential for the Render price? Well, here I have one of the examples I've shown previous, but it's basically one of the best examples to show what AI could mean for the Render network and its price. So basically, ChatGPT, a language learning model, cost over $21 million per month to operate. So this would mean that every month 5.8 million Render tokens, or more than 1% of the total supply, would be burned. If we go back to the data we saw here with a monthly deployment or minted of 570,000, this is already a 10x more burn than minted, which is a crazy ratio, which is actually more than 1% of the total supply. So basically, this kind of action from one language learning model, again, one, would cause a major supply shock, would cause a lot of hype, and would pump Render to double and triple digits faster than you can ever imagine. This is not me being crazy. You have no idea how big AI will be. So yeah guys, this was everything I wanted to explain about the Render burning mechanism. If you have any questions, be sure to comment them down below because I will read and answer them all. So yeah guys, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like if you did. Also follow me on Twitter @TheRealDoc to know when I post things about Render or other crypto or bullish things. Also, click on the screen right now if you want to watch my best Render video ever made. Subscribe for more Render and crypto content and YouTube. Until next time.